Assis. Assis. C'est non payé, monsieur. Madner, c'est non payé, devant. Un peu devant, mon cher. Oh là là. Chapi. Si Jean-Yo qui bagaille dans mais on va. Ronaldo. Mission bel mariage. MADNER. Ronaldo. Oh là là, ça c'est Kompa, ça c'est musique. Jambi, yes, c'est bim. Si vous n'avez pas sous, dans le monde, MADNER, you mad,
to understand the 5 licks that he's playing, we first need to have context. So we need to understand the progression and the scales he's using. So the progression is E flat minor to A flat major to B flat minor. It just loops over and over again. Now the scale choices he's using are primarily, it's like, I'd say like 95%, most of it is going to be natural minor, so we're going to focus on that. And then there's a little bit of harmonic minor mixed in, which is just 1 note difference, and then he plays a little bit of the B flat blues scale. So natural minor, for those of you that don't know, is 6, 8, 9, 6, 8, 9, 6, 8, 5, 6, 8, 6, 7, 9, 6, 8, 9. Descending. Now if we want to make that harmonic minor, we just change every one of those A flats to an A. So this note would change to this note, which makes it sound more exotic. So we'd have A instead of A flat. And this applies to all the other positions of the neck as well, but that's a big lesson to understand that. So you can look that up on Google if you want. But meat and potatoes, what he's playing is out of that position. So the other scale he mixes in a little bit is your B flat blues scale, which is just your pentatonic scale we all know. But we're going to mix in the flat 5. Right there. And there. So the mixing in of the harmonic minor and the blues scale is just to give more color to the solo. Because natural minor will get stale after a while. He's a great player, so he knows this, and so as he's playing, sometimes he'll throw in that major 7th there for color, or he'll add that flat 5 for the bluesy stuff when he does some of those octave runs later in the song. So, hope you enjoy it. Take your time with it, work it out with the metronome like I always say, and really focus on the concept of what he's doing mentally, not necessarily the notes he's playing. So take his ideas and apply them to your own style. Okay, so on this first lick, what we got going on, it starts out, we're going to break it down into 3 parts. The first part we start out, we're just outlining the thirds of each chord. So like before, I said the chords are E flat minor, A flat major, B flat minor. So we go, which is the third of E flat minor. So that's 9th fret B string, 6th fret B string, land on 7th, little pause, and then we do the same thing, but we're going to be outlining the third of this chord, which is here. So we just go B flat on our D string, which is 8th fret, 6th fret G, 5th fret G. So far we got, then it's a little bit slower, that's. Okay, now we get in the sliding lick, which is, it's kind of just outlined like it's kind of bluesy. So you start out on your 6th fret B string, and then 8th fret G string, back to 6. Then we're going to slide our ring finger up from 8 to 10 and catch that 11th fret B string with our pinky. And we kind of repeat that little motif, so it's like, and we slide back. Okay, so far we got, for that second part, okay, so real slow, we got 6, 8, 6, 8 on G, slide to 10, pinky 11, slide back, pull off to 6, land on 8 on your D string, and repeat it. Back to 6 on your G, land on 8 on your G string. So real slow altogether, that's so far we have. then we got this cool little fast pull-off lick. You do this 4 times. So we're playing our middle finger on the 7th fret B string, pulling off to 6, and landing on our 8th fret G string. Do that 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to slide up from 5 to 6 on our B string. Then you're going to slide up from 8 to 10 on your G. Land on 9 B string, 11 B string. Then hit the 9 on your high string twice. Back to 11 on B. 11 on high E. 9. So I know that's a whole lot, so I'm going to play through that last part real slow. Now the whole lick start to finish is this.
𝒕𝒂𝒚 oh la la.
Okay, so this lick is a little bit more cut and dry than the first one. We're just harmonizing the B flat minor scale with one note from harmonic minor at the end on our B string and high E string. So what we're doing is we're starting out on 16 and 14. Hit each one twice. And go down to 14 and 13. Then down to 13 and 11. Take that whole shape down a whole step. And back up. Okay, so that's our first sequence. Our second sequence is going to start here on 14 and 13. 13 and 11. Down a whole step. And then 9 and 8. Back up to 11 and 9. So far we got okay, then we're gonna, the last half of it starts here on 13 and 11. Down a whole step. Then you take that same shape and slide down a half step, and that's going to be from harmonic minor because we got that A natural in there. So we got slide that up. So real slow, that's then you toe it back down a whole step, and then you finish it off with back where you started on 16 and 14, and then end it on 14, 13. So the whole lick slow is okay, so this lick is outlining, once again, our chords. So it's following up triads, like you got a B flat minor triad right here. So I'm going to show you note for note what we're doing and then show you where it lands and explain it a little bit as I go. So we're going to start out on a 10th fret G string, then land on a root note, which is B flat on the B string, 8, and then hammer on 8 to 9, then 8, 11 on B, 11 on G. That defines our chord, the chord change. Then we do something similar. We go start on 11 for the next chord, B string, high E string, 8, 9, 8, 11 B, land on 10 this time on the G string. And that defines our next chord. So we got chord defined, next chord defined, then we start on 11, then 8 high E, 9 high E, 8, 11, then we go 11 high E string twice. And then we hit that harmonic minor note of A natural, which is really tasteful and cool. I love how you played that note. So that last little part we played is 11, 8, 9, 8, 11, 11, 11, 9, 8, 11, 10 on the B string. And then he climbs back up. So far up to that point we got. Now the next part is. So we climb up from that 10 on the B string, 11, 8, 9, slide 11 up to 13, I'm sorry, 11 up to, yes, 13. 11, 9, finish on your root note B string. So the whole lick slowly is. Okay, so first of all, we need to talk about what this actually is. So this is a Wes Montgomery style octave trick. So the shape stays exactly the same. So the shape here is basically 2 strings up, 3 frets up. So if you play your note here, you count up 2 strings, 1, 2, and then up 3 frets, 1, 2, 3. And that's your octave. So when I'm playing this, I'm only actually focusing on what note my pinky finger is playing. So this shape just kind of stays wherever I'm moving, and I'm only focusing on the pinky finger. So we're going to start out here, it's flat 7 to 1. So I'm just going to say the note of the pinky finger, okay? So we're going to start out on our 9th fret, B string. Then you're going to go to 11. Then 9 on high E, same shape. 11, 12, 13. And then 11, 13, 14. And then 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Chromatic all the way up. So slowly that's. Okay, then there's the second part that comes in, which is, I'm going to explain the notes, but to get the rhythm of it, you just need to listen over and over again to how he plays it. It's brilliant. So then we're going to slide up from 16 to 18, then slide up, same thing, and then land on our 16th fret B string. So, and then we do this over and over slide thing. And then you go up and grab 18. Back down to 16, then 14, then finish it off with 11 on your pinky finger B string, and back up to 11. Down a whole step, then back up to 11. So the entire lick slowly is. Second part. And now Now, I was doing it with hybrid picking, but when you get going fast, you gotta strum all the strings pretty much, but you use muting to only let those 2 notes pop out. So you see the right hand, I'm kind of playing it like this. Kind of getting a feel for it. It's just practice. Take your licks you already know, then apply it to that. So more importantly than just learning his exact notes, take that technique and apply it to your own creativity. And practice it with scales. I mean, there's a million exercises you can use, but this is a good starting place for you. Okay, so the first 4 licks are pretty advanced, and this one here is a little more on the easy side, but it's really important to the song, and it kind of fits with the song really nicely. So we're going to start out on our 6th fret A string, hit it 3 times, then 9, and we're going to go to our D string, 6, and then we're going to hit the 8th fret on the D string twice. So we got 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1, 2, and then it repeats. The whole sequence twice, and then we're going to switch to our next chord. We're going to put a ring finger on the 6th fret low E string, B flat, 1, 2, 3, then minor 3rd, which is going to be your 4th fret A string, and then pinky finger on your 8th fret A string, and then I kind of bar it flat to that 8th fret D string twice. So we got 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1, 2. Then repeats. So slowly the entire sequence is. If you want, you could also pick that last chord like this. The picking pattern is just easier for me fingering it the other way. So basically, start it really slow, play along with him, play along with the metronome, just like anything you're trying to learn. Get it in the pocket and feeling good. Thanks for watching, guys. Kompa Jam all the way.